What up?
I guess, what's up? Welcome to the show. We'll do. Hey?
First time in a long time we've actually had a proper intro.
I wouldn't call
It's
that
normally
proper.
it's normally just like a rolling start.
Listen, how was Cape Town? Stuttered.
Yeah, it was okay.
Have any of you back home ever had 15 beers and woken up with food poisoning?
Oh my goodness. So let me tell you that story, right?
Yeah, I'd like to hear it because I call bullshit.
But that's after what happens. If you drink too much, then you just automatically get food poisoning.
Yeah, if you
It's like the technique.
pretty much.
So we drank a lot, obviously, in the middle of Cape Town. I don't know where, Belleville or something like that.
Belleville.
But the problem is when you drink too much, you also get weird cravings after drinking too much, and you go and eat things you shouldn't be eating. So I had a chicken mayo garage pie after drinking.
A chicken mayo from the garage,
from a
bro.
petrol station.
That's rule number one. Don't do rule number one.
In the middle of Cape Town CBD or wherever we were. I'm not 100% sure where we were, but it was brutal. Let me tell you. It took me like 3 days to recover.
Oh, I'm getting heebie-jeebies just thinking about chicken mayo.
And you know, I saved myself. I was so drunk. I passed out after the chicken mayo pie. I still had two garage samosas, which I'm so grateful I didn't get to eat.
Yeah, that did you a favor. Whenever
Yeah.
you were drinking, did you a favor.
Just
Jeez. Whoa, bro. You're jumping straight into cards there.
yeah,
Getting it all set up.
Fantastic. Did you enjoy the fights on the weekend?
they were great.
It was a good card, eh?
It was weird
Nice
because
little card.
there was like a high number of decisions, but they were all pretty eventful, you know.
Yeah.
So I think like 3 or 4 cards back, I was still saying to you like the first 8 fights went to decision. I was like, this is actually getting a little bit difficult to watch now. But like this one was pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
Like I think the first 6 fights went to decision, but it was all like quite eventful. That chicks fight that opened up the event was pretty good.
Mm.
And then the main card was fire. What did you
that
think?
thing was crazy. To be honest, it's actually like the first time I've made a point to get up for the main card. Like proper, like normally I just catch up through the day as I go. Lately. You know, like, because most of the cards lately have been like a good co-main and a main event.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple of straggles, like ones that you don't really have to wake up and ruin your Sunday for.
Yeah.
This weekend I was too excited.
Well-
I had to get up.
Well-
Obviously, like I was trying to figure out which fight I was more excited for. Like I loved the Stipe DC rematch.
Yeah.
I thought there was such a good matchup to make. Obviously, the return of Diaz and the two A-team bodybuilders
Yeah.
fucking beating the snot
Yes.
out of each other.
That was intense,
Super Sadiq.
yeah.
So it was a nice card.
Funny
to
enough,
get
that Sadiq Yusuf fight was a bit of a weird one to
Yeah.
be on the main card.
Yeah.
Because both those fighters weren't extremely well known. And even if you looked at the purses that they earned, like, I mean, those oaks were earning pennies in comparison to
Yeah.
everyone else that
Yeah.
was on that main card. So I'm not 100% sure how they got the nod for the main card.
I think it's the new like business strategy by the UFC, similar to what you might see in the EFC. You know what I mean? Like loaded heavy at the top and like kind of
yeah.
bring it down towards the back end of the main card. You know, obviously without the pay-per-view numbers. Look, they still, because from what I understand, ESPN is still paying them as if they were getting a guaranteed 500,000 pay-per-view buys. They're
Yeah,
paying
yeah.
them the same amount of money. So
Yeah.
whether they do that or not, everything else is a bonus.
Well, Stipe got paid, eh? You see that?
Yeah.
750K.
Yeah. Look, but what else were they going to do? You
Yeah.
know, like, unfortunately for Stipe, he got stuck in such a weird position, you know, like getting the rematch. They were talking about Brock Lesnar, and then it was all of these other things happening. Cain
John
Velasquez was
Jones.
returning. They were talking about John Jones in the mix, and everyone had forgotten about Stipe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was actually, honestly, I was like super happy to see him win, because I think he was getting quite unjustly, like, fuck you to the sideline.
Yeah.
You know?
Considering he's like the most dominant heavyweight
Yeah.
champion of all time, I mean, it seems a little bit unfair that he doesn't get put straight back into the
Yeah.
mix, you know?
Did I talk about my theory about him taking punishment from Ngannou before?
Yeah, they
last
actually
week?
spoke about it on the telecast as well.
Yeah.
They were saying that 5-month layoff from the Ngannou fight.
Dude, that dog took a hammering in that fight. An absolute hammering.
Even if you don't take a hammering, you just need one from Ngannou and that's it, bro.
And he's the only dude to take them and stand.
Yeah.
So you got to think about those things, bro. You got to wonder, like, fuck, what is the damage? Because I can tell you, he's the only man. Well, okay, in an MMA career, he's the only man who's been able to survive that.
Yeah.
Everyone else has looked like they've been hit with a bat.
Yeah.
You know 100%. What I mean? And he took a few, bro. It's not like he took one.
This weekend he took some like severe punishment that actually ended him in the previous outing. So yeah, he definitely has recovered. And I mean, a year off. Back in the day, it was like a long time, but nowadays a year is okay. Guys are coming back and straight back in the swing of things after a year. So.
Oh fuck! Look at Nate Diaz, bro. 3 years off, it looked like he came back better than he's ever been.
It's crazy, right? When Nate Diaz fought Conor the first time, he wasn't like a phenomenal prospect, right? Yeah, I mean, he was. There was a big following for him, but he wasn't like the level of superstar he is now. Then he fights Conor, beats Conor, gets catapulted, right? Then loses to Conor. Then comes back and he's probably more popular now than any of the times he fought Conor or prior to fighting Conor.
You know what the thing is? I think like a lot of MMA fans were fans. There's like that big quadrant that are big fans of the Diaz brothers.
Yeah.
And I think through Conor, they got brought into the limelight. Yeah. Into like the mainstream, if you want to call it that. So I think that's given them so much more. It's the Conor McGregor effect. That's the reality of it. You know what 100%. I mean? Look, obviously Nate Diaz was just a star who needed that chance to shine.
Yeah.
And Conor McGregor gave him that opportunity. So, fuck, bro. He must be, in my opinion, right now, Nate Diaz must be the biggest star power in the UFC without a doubt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think more people were tuning in to watch Nate Diaz than watching DC fights again.
And how good did he look, bro?
No, it was awesome.
Wrestling, he was grabbing that single leg, working good, like his ground looked good, his boxing. It took a bit of time to get into his boxing. I think he was like...
Yeah.
But he's a slow starter. I was actually listening to his interview. He was like, in his warm-up, he went hard. So by the time he got in there, it was like the third or fourth round for him.
Yeah. But then he still complained about it's like such a short period of time to fight. But I mean, he breaks people with pressure. And that's like his main game, And he did it to Pettis, who's like a seasoned veteran. But normally guys crack before the third round because of that pressure. But Pettis had some decent moments in that fight.
Yeah, he did. He had some good moments. I don't know if someone that got very close to 145 can fight at 170. Well, that being said, McGregor did it, I guess. But
yeah. But I mean, they're not true like 170 pounders.
True.
I mean, if you go to...
Diaz is a monster, bro.
If you go to... if you put Tyron Woodley and Anthony Pettis next to each other, they would look completely like outsized. So, I mean, I think... Pettis back at lightweight is probably the best. But with that said, lightweight is the most stacked division in the entire UFC. They got the most contracted individuals on the roster, So
interesting.
Big time.
And then hopefully we get to see Paulo Costa fight the winner between Adesanya and Whittaker.
That fight was close.
Fuck, well done. You fought for 5 rounds, and whoever wins in an all-out battle. Next up, Costa.
Those oaks are just trying to knock each other's heads straight off their shoulders. Every shot was thrown with the illest of intention. They just wanted to kill each other.
Dude, I wouldn't want to take... I was showing some dudes the Wayne video of Yoel Romero and Paulo Costa. And like Yoel Romero's neck, it just seems like his head is so... attached to his neck, like you're never gonna knock him out, dude. And 2 absolute beasts. Do you think Costa won that fight? Because there was quite a bit of...
Oh, it was so close though. I don't think either person could be super upset. The problem is that Yoel definitely lost round 1.
Yeah.
And then round 2 was probably Romero's round. And then round 3, like there was moments for both of them,
I think there were 2 stoppages. There was an eye poke and a cut shot.
And a groin shot, yeah.
Because I heard Costa talking about how the eye poke gave Romero time to like. I'm like, yeah, but bro, you also need him in the.
But did you see that slow mo that he like thumbed him in the eye?
Yeah,
it was
bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Some might call that the DC cable.
Yeah, the thing is, the moment Romero resorted to volume striking rather than power striking, he started pulling away a little bit from Costa. But then Costa controlled the cage the entire time. There was hardly any moment where Yoel was coming forward. It was a great fight. I don't think either of them can be too upset
Yeah.
with the result.
Sure.
No one like clearly
And
won.
Joel
that fight.
Romero's just got $27 million on the way. So
I heard
The fuck does
that
he
company's
care?
not going insolvent,
yeah, I don't know.
which
We'll
is
see.
crazy because
I don't even know if he's really gonna get all that money. I don't know how that shit
the
works.
thing is, if that company stays solvent, right? They don't liquidate anything.
Yeah.
They owe him that money. There must be some sort of payment plan to give him back that money.
We'll give you $1 a day.
If they committed to $1 million a year, I mean that company makes over $100 million a year. If they committed to $1 million a year to Ural for the
Yeah.
next 27 years,
Yeah.
that's amazing. He only made 150,000 in this fight. I mean, it's like 10 fights. It's like 8 fights a year.
Dude, bring up the 242 card. Just go to UFC.com.
The sad. I mean, you're on the edge of breaking news, eh?
Bro,
It's not even on MMA Junkie. It's not on MMA Fighting. It's not on anywhere. But it's on the Big L podcast.
the fucking craziest day today. And it's so weird. Like, I don't know how. Obviously, there's like weird algorithms and stuff on social media, and I don't know how these things work. So, and I don't know if it's just my paranoid mind because I listen to weird podcasts, and there was, you know, like how they talk about how Russia uses like tweet bots and stuff to like stir up social uprisings in America and
Yeah.
all of this shit. You know?
Almost like that Vivian Georgian thing
Yeah,
with
yeah. Like all this,
the
all this
Guptas.
weird shit. Bro, I literally got like hate mail from 4 dudes that because of this Russian dude saying it's fake news because he put out a thing saying that he only saw USADA today. But you know, I mean, it's pretty like the UFC knew about this for a while.
Yeah.
Now, so I've seen that
And
he had the flu.
Don confirmed this morning.
Yeah, he had flu, and now that he's injured from 2 different pages that don't exist. They've
Yeah.
got like the dude follows like 7,500 people, but hasn't made a single post.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
The second you say something about a Russian, and bro, to be honest, I just shared it from somebody else's thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is what this dude said.
But obviously Don's been notified by the UFC because he
Well,
did that post.
Bro, people were messaging me the whole of Sunday saying what's happened to Don's opponent because it said in the broadcast for the UFC to TBC. So his opponent, they already knew about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look,
So-
I mean, when you look at him, though, I mean,
what
you're not.
are you trying to say, bro?
You're not super surprised.
Yes, bro, that boy's got a set of hair on his chest, though.
Yeah.
Eh? Jesus, what is it with these guys? All is there one barber in Dagestan? Is that the case?
He doesn't have a brush. He just has a bowl. And he puts
Dude, it's so confusing to me, bro. They all have the same hairdo and the same beard. Like, what is that all about? I'd love to know.
cutting edge fashion.
Look, bro, take nothing away because I think that look means I will fuck you up. I think that's pretty much what it means in Dagestan.
No, I want none of that.
Yeah.
Don's the only oak that I know that's
Yeah,
possibly that could.
Did
They
you
could
see
take
Don?
that oak to
Don
pieces,
has
bro.
Don has officially made it, bro. He's got his own emojis on Instagram.
That's
bro.
crazy. How do you get that done?
I don't know, bro. There's people that obviously do it. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
Pretty badass.
that's pretty. I suppose his management company must have something to do with it, since
Maybe.
Chris also had her.
Maybe. That's pretty fucking cool, though.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous.
I wish I had an emoji.
Or a GIF. You mean an Instagram GIF?
Coffee. Yeah, bro. So, well, basically, in a nutshell, for those of you that don't know, the story we've heard is that Magomed Mustafaiz
Mustafayev.
dope.
Magomed Mustafayev.
It's too
Just
much.
you have to vomit it out like Mustafayev.
Mr. Magomed, I do apologize. Got a doping violation. He's off. According to him, he's either got the flu or injured, or according to the Russian tweet bots. So yeah, we all wait and hope and pray that Don gets a new opponent, dude. I guess that's
Have you looked at these stats? Like Don murders this guy in all significant
crazy,
stats.
eh?
Except what's that one there? Absorb per yeah, he murders him in absorb per minute as well. The only one where you want to be lower, Don's lower.
Yeah,
Scroll down to the grappling.
not enough stats.
Takedown
Submissions
defense. No one's
average.
ever tried to take Don down.
Yeah.
Submission average per 15 minutes. 2.8 submissions per 15 minutes. Yeah, Don was ready to fuck that dude shit up.
Look, they've had like what 3 weeks to change an opponent.
Yeah.
My suspicion is, I don't know if you guys watch that Anatomy of a Fighter, where
With
and they
Will
like
Harris.
they're just chilling at AKA. There is a fucking squadron.
But he's from ATT, yeah?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, there's
Yeah.
a squadron of Khabib's dudes hanging around. So
Where's Danny Henry at?
I haven't even seen him sparring lately on those.
I think he just had a kid, maybe Danny Henry.
He did? He did?
Oh, okay. You go have a kid.
Obviously,
bro. Do
Rourke's never
fight
had a
camp,
kid. Rourke's too busy breaking kids' ankles
Yeah.
rather than having kids.
Yeah, let's talk about that. We're seeing as we're going to talk about breaking kids' ankles.
Oh my goodness.
Rourke, our producer Rourke broke some 16-year-old's ankle at Submission Quest.
All I
this
can
week.
say is, what a dick.
Was he
what a
16 or
dick.
15, boy?
No, he's
16, really? Was he really 16?
in adults division.
Way to go, bro. What is a blue belt?
Listen, I wasn't gonna grapple. They convinced me to grapple on Saturday.
Was he?
Well, first of
was he
all-
a blue belt?
First of all, Rourke's not the biggest oak in the world, right?
He's
so,
huge.
so, I mean, they were fighting the under 70 division, and this kid was definitely heavier than Rourke. And Rourke's also not ancient either. So, I mean,
Also, like, who's the previous gold medalist in that division? Chris. He's like 17.
yeah.
Plus the last, I think the last medal besides the two Submission Quest ones I won recently was the tap out one I won at 16. I lost in
Yeah.
the final against Alan Cliff.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. Tell those haters, tell them to shut the fuck up, bro.
Well, let's just put it into perspective. While they were grappling, Rourke got into like the outside ashy position, and then they were kind of, the kid was a bit strong and had his leg bent, and Rourke couldn't extend it, so he was like moving between different like ashy positions, and then the kid made the vital error of putting his foot flat on Rourke's stomach, and then attacking an ankle as well. Hey, he attacked your ankle.
Yeah, well, first I put him in an ankle lock and he shook his head as if to say, you're
But remember, these guys can't hear you, so that's why I'm explaining it.
No, they can hear. They'll hear.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And then, so Rourke hits this absolute puss move called the paper cut, right?
Some might call it the swerve tech.
So he hits it, and this kid like kicks out of it, and shakes his head and says no. Right? I'm sure this kid isn't a dick, right? I'm sure it's just in the moment type of thing. So Rourke's like, cool. Does it immediately, like, the kid's words aren't even cold yet. He goes straight to it, but obviously doesn't give the kid time to.
I did. I paused.
He says he paused, but it was like,
For a
Gank.
millisecond.
as he puts it on, you can hear this crack through the entire arena. The kid doesn't tap. Rourke stops. Everyone stops. Was it Malcolm was the ref? Malcolm comes up. He's like, "Where's it sore?" He's like, "Everywhere." Paramedics come here. They splinter, take him off. I don't know what the end result is, but yeah, he seemed like an alright kid though.
Yeah, hopefully he recovers.
Look, I can tell you yesterday he woke up and watched some leg lock videos on YouTube. That's what I would have done.
Oh man.
I remember my first jiu-jitsu comp. Dude in our weight class, Heinke. I can never say his name right. Literally.
Hanker.
Yeah, Heinke. Literally fucking guillotined me off my feet.
Oh
There's
my
still a photo
goodness.
of him guillotining me with my feet off the mat. Like my spine
Oh,
clicked.
man.
It was fucking amazing.
But everyone has like a baptism of fire when they have their first adult jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I was happy to leave with my neck.
So, I just come off winning, I think it was like the Saska Nationals ski and no-use. I was like on top of the world, feeling great. And I think my first adults comp, I entered, I was still like 15 at the time, but there was no kids. So Warren was like, come on, just jump into the adults division.
Yeah.
I think I,
Like
And
a
you
man.
and you're better for it
it
now.
was a round robin. I think I lost 5 in a row. And I
He was so bleak. He was so bleak.
blasted by everyone. I went like undefeated as a junior and then I just get blasted in my first adult fighting.
That's what happens, bro.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
My first jiu-jitsu comp, Nathan them honey dicked me for like 2 weeks. Like, just enter. It'll be fine. There's no like the beginner and advanced. We're all just gonna grapple together. Cool. Pitch up. I'm like, maybe four months into it. They're like, cool. You got Saul first. Saul was like, had been a purple belt for years already. Catch him. He Kimuras my arm like off my body. And then the next one, they're like, no, this guy's a white belt in jiu-jitsu. So I was like, oh, yeah, someone like at my level. But he's a black belt in judo. So I was like, oh, my God, here we go. And he ip on me that I just remember seeing him Then I saw the sky, the floor, and then gah.
Stars.
And then I got such a fright. I like jumped up and jumped onto him and onto his back, and I choked him out with a rear naked choke. And I was like, I don't even know what just happened. It was just instinct. I was. Everyone has these baptism of fire stories.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Some get their ankles broken, others get choked. You know?
I mean that's. I know who I'm avoiding at training.
Yeah. Well, you can know the actually gonna go into like smooth combos. Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go weight class heavier.
Deregister.
We're gonna call you Paul Harris, bro. We're gonna call you Paul Harris, bro.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, what a luck. Anyway.
Good times. What did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? I have no idea. Not much.
Not much.
I went out on Saturday night. Almost got into a fight in a bar. That was pretty cool. You know.
Tell us the story, Cal. don't leave us hanging.
Oh, bro, I was just...
Sounds like
it was
EFC all over again.
It was like a friend's birthday. We were just chilling at the bar, having a few drinks, and some fucking whackhead like came flying into the bar, like smokes the bar chair into my wife's best friend, and just like carries on with his day. I'm like, mate, like, can you not see there's someone standing there? So he's like, oh, sorry, and then doesn't move. I'm like, but bro, like, you're still standing literally almost in this lady's shoes. And then his mate comes and he's like, hey bro, just relax. I'm like, bro, I'm relaxed. I just want you to take one step to the right.
Yeah.
Because like there's like a bar chair, this dude another bar chair, and our friend that's like stuck. She can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And his oaks like now they're getting aggressive. Now another mate arrives. Now they're getting aggressive. You know how it goes, bro. Fucking, hey, nice. Is that Biogen bottle that you're slamming there, boy? Sorry. So like, and the dude's like, oh, you know how it goes, bro. It's peacocking and fucking going on. And
we live in a very weird world at this stage, bro.
And like, I'm too old for that shit, bro. And eventually I started losing my sense of humor. I was like, listen, mate, just fucking move up. That's all I'm saying. And he's like, oh, fuck you. And I was just like, and then even my wife stood up and started fucking, and my wife never does, bro. She'll shout at me before anybody. Then I was like, okay, listen.
I was wife will
everybody
fuck you up.
Everybody finish your drinks. I'm getting the fuck out of here. But you know, bro, you know how it is, bro. I at the bar trying to peacock because they can't pick up ladies because they're too fucking ugly.
Sure.
Make cuck.
I'll still bitter about this. He's salty.
The funny part is, you know, I see those oaks at my spot. So the tide's going to turn when they come there. I'm joking. Man. I'm not revengeful. It's just people are weird, dude. Bars in the middle of the night.
Nothing good happens after 2 o'clock.
Nah, you know. But anyways.
Chicken garage.
Yeah, chicken garage party is a mistake.
That was like 8:30.
Those are a mistake.
Not. Yeah. We didn't get to talk about old Super Sadiq.
Yeah. The
nice little showing from him on the main card.
Yeah, another Nigerian in the mix, bro. Well, you know, American-based Nigerians, but
at least he lived in Nigeria for a while.
Yeah.
So some of these guys like, I'm African, but you were born in fucking New York City and you lived in America your whole life.
Did you see John Jones like hinting at fighting Israel Adesanya in Africa? Did you catch that?
Dude, just take all my money right now. Or did you hear what I'm even more excited, Nate Diaz calling out Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, dude.
You can bring
that shit
absolutely
to
all my money right now.
Bring that shit to
for
Africa,
the gangster title.
Yeah.
Jeez, like gangster recognizes gangster. Oh my goodness.
Fuck, that'll be legit, eh? And it makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Because Masvidal is not getting the title shot. It's going to be
only fight bigger than the title shot is fighting Nate Diaz.
Yeah, for sure. I think they'll get that fight done.
Oh, yeah. I think they're both super keen, bro.
Yeah. And I think Dana's just... Dana woke up this morning with a fucking hard on and money, bro.
Did you see his post with the beer? He's like, I've been to many events, but last night was incredible.
It was a sick card, though. It was like... It just seemed like one of those where everything was just going right.
But on paper, it wasn't like the greatest card in history. It just panned out well, you know?
Bro, you could literally, knowing what you know, say, okay, we're going to make Romero and Costa fight the exact same fight, but it's the only fight for the night. You would sell out that arena again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That was that kind of. I promise you, bro.
Although
You know how many people are going back and watching that fight today? They're like, stop what you're
Costa
doing.
showed a massive weakness with the gas tank.
Yeah.
Like-
But I mean, I think that was fairly obvious.
No, but I mean, so everyone assumed it, but he had never been pushed there,
Yeah.
you know? So no one actually knew it for sure. But then you saw halfway through the second round, he started like waning. And the only thing that really saved him was the stoppages.
Mm.
So that eye poke actually helped him a little bit.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Thinking, the eye poke helped Romero. I'm like, no, bro. It helped
yeah.
both of you.
Because then he came back to the Rock'em Sock'em
Yeah.
vibe straight after that.
I don't think like a guy like Whittaker or Adesanya is too smart for those dudes. Well, not. I mean, Romero and Whittaker was close. He
Yeah.
probably maybe even won the second one. But dude, when you're coming forward like that, bro, they're gonna piece you up, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, you know, how crazy were fucking Stipe's body shots, dude?
Mental. The thing is, like,
Lord.
everyone knew what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
He was trying to work the body to open up the head, right? But even knowing that, DC couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
Because the first one he threw, and then he went high after that, and then he threw the second one. But I think he like followed up 2 or 3 in a row, and then went high. And he just wasn't getting it like 100% correct yet. And then that last one, he hits the body, and he sees DC struggling, and then he hits the 1-2, and then DC like falls back, and then just saw the end.
Dude, I'm sure DC's liver must be fucking hating him.
But I also don't understand DC. Round 1, he wrestles. He starts obviously with the striking, but then he wrestles Stipe's face off. Right, clearly wins round 1. Round 2 starts just striking with Stipe, gets close. Probably still won the round.
Yeah.
But he gets close. Round 3 continues striking with Stipe, gets even closer. Why wouldn't you just go straight back to what you've had done your entire career, and that's wrestle fuck these oaks to death?
Yeah, dude. You see, like, I suppose, like, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have answered that, but I would guess that, like, in the moment, think you're getting the better of the exchanges, maybe a little bit of overconfidence, maybe Stipe making it a little bit harder than what it seemed, you know, like really firing off. Maybe he started to respect the power after a while. So, like, I can't, like, close that distance. Too dangerous. You know, it's becoming too dangerous. And
Was it
I don't
Stipe's
know.
corner, or was it Bob Cook in DC's corner that said that was completely the opposite of what we wanted you to do?
it was DC's corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they didn't even want him to go
Yeah.
and strike there.
Yeah.
I couldn't
I
kind of
remember
like
that.
I couldn't kind of like identify it because
They
obviously
showed
with-
both corners.
Yeah, they were showing
Yeah.
both corners. I didn't know where the feed was coming from, but it sounded like Bob Cook, and he was like that was like the fucking opposite of what we wanted you to do.
Which happens, I guess.
Yeah, you also have good nights and bad nights. Rourke, why are you bringing up Luke Michael's picture on our screen here?
I'm getting all the tabs ready for later.
Oh, for the next EFC.
That's it.
Okay.
Cool.
I see. I
Thought
you
it
were
had something
trying-
to do with the fan questions.
I thought you were trying to send a subliminal message. Why is his aura black in that
No,
photo?
why is he staring us down like that?
Yeah, geez, bro. Take it easy.
Luke, chill out on your Tapology page.
Take it easy, dude. It's that black aura, bro. He's just coming for us, bro. It's that outer glow.
Wow.
What's going on there? For Tapology, for sure, find some better pictures.
Any other fights you liked from the 2-for-1 card?
I liked Corey Sandhagen.
Yeah, that looks good, eh?
He's good, dude. Kid's good.
Fuck.
He's good.
No, that was good.
He's climbing up the ranks. He's very good.
I mean, if people don't know it, like Hafa Sansao
Mm.
is
He's a killer, bro.
phenomenal.
No, he's a fucking killer, dude.
But that oak's never going to get a title shot ever.
No, he's been so close, eh?
Jeez, like
So
it.
close. But yeah,
He's like the Donald Cerrone of that division.
did you see Zach Midlane post a thing for Don when they said Don's fight had popped? He posted a picture of Cerrone saying, "I know a guy." I'm like, come on, Zach,
Listen,
take it easy.
as much as I love Don, I want Cerrone to do that Gaethje fight.
Yeah, no, that's happening. bro.
Why don't they just throw BJ at him? Like, get BJ's retirement fight done. Throw him to Don, let Don chow him up. And
Please
then
don't do that to BJ.
You wanted a train today. Do you know how dangerous a fight? Do you know how dangerous it is as a high-ranked fight taking Don? Because he's this unknown who just knocked out this other dude.
yeah.
And like
Who's only got
people here know how good he is, but
whose only blemish on his career is one person.
Yeah,
He's like literally one person, which the first fight was a weird ending in a fight that he completely dominated. The second time they fought, I thought he won that fight 4-1. You know, I thought he won 4 rounds to 1. He almost got that Kimura as well in that fight.
Yeah, it was the
And then
same
he lost.
that judged the Dino fight.
And then the third one was just weird. Like, obviously got caught on the guillotine. It was straightforward. But it was just like one guy who was just this blemish on his career where he lost, but he didn't really like.
Also, he
properly
was
lose.
12 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think Don could grow a
That
beard
was
at
that was
that
skinny
time.
Don back when he
Yeah.
fought Leon the first
Yeah,
time.
and he was still like just a Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, he still had like a very flat-footed Muay Thai style.
Yeah. And now he'll ruin your life on the ground as well. He's done it a couple of times for me.
Yeah, interesting.
You know, sometimes you pitch up to training and like Don's got that look in his eye and you're like, fuck him. I don't know if
Come here, big boy.
I don't know if I want, like, I always try and get Don like first or second round, you know, try and get in there quickly, you know, before maybe someone pisses him off
Get in
through the
and get
session. And then like sometimes you have like a good day with him where he doesn't murder you, and then some days he's like
He murders you quietly.
Yeah, he murders you quietly, or he's just nice to you, and then like some days he's like,
Not today, motherfucker. Not
I'm
today.
gonna show you I'm a 4-stripe brown belt.
Yeah, so that's actually a good idea. Get BJ Penn in there. Get the retirement fight done.
Please don't do that to BJ.
Look, did BJ's career dipped in Abu Dhabi or Dubai? Might as well end it there as well.
Yeah, fair enough. He lost the title there, didn't he?
Yeah. Stevie Ray got a fight coming up now, though, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
Stevie Ray got booked.
Cancel that one. Put him in with Don.
I'm not sure it works like that, boy.
Bring up the lightweight division
Do you know?
for the UFC.
Do you know who I had this like weird feeling, but also again just because I was watching Anatomy of a Fighter was that
Those things are
I never
addictive,
think
eh?
of, yeah, dude.
Just
I
keep
can't-
going.
I can't think of his
11 episodes of the
Yeah,
Dagestani
yeah.
Chronicles.
I'm like I know everything about Dagestan, man. But like there's a dude in AKA that Biden Bob Ross who was on The Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
like 9'12".
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
like
featherweight, I think.
he's like half black, half white. That guy.
Yeah. He's lightweight or featherweight. Look at old Juan Adams, bro, the caveman. What a beast. I for some weird
They're
reason,
talking about that guy and Dolce fighting, aren't they?
I heard a rumor that Dolce might be fighting in Russia.
Yeah, he's just taking a short notice fight now, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Russia. Who's he fighting? Hopefully not the caveman, bro. Well, like, it's fine. I don't think he's. I mean, he's just a big dude.
If you
But
want to
no,
get in
but
the, if
he's
you want to get in
he's a
the,
heavyweight though, hey? That Juan Adams. I don't think Dolce will fight at heavyweight.
who was the guy that knocked that KO'd someone on the same card as Dolce, and they were talking about putting the two of them together? The one guy was from Fortis MMA.
No. Was he from Fortis or from Fortis?
He was from Fortis.
Not
Not Sean Adams though,
No, not Sean Adams.
or Juan Adams.
Juan. Fuck man, what's his name? Is he not from AKA?
Just click on Dolce's fight record and go to the last event.
Yeah, I think it was the first fight.
He's
of
not
the-
from- I'm
that
sure
dude
he's
who
from-
was bodied up.
I'm
as
sure he's
well.
from Fortis.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, he was that dude who was like super bodied up as well.
Where you want me to go?
Yeah, click on
that.
UFC on ESPN 3. Then scroll down to the main card.
Ganu. Keep going.
Okay,
Keep going.
just hold on.
Keep going.
Scroll up. Wait.
It's down, bro. I'm
Are
telling
you
you.
sure it's down? Go.
Keep going. First fight of the night. I'm telling you. Never mind.
No,
I'm
it's
wrong.
up at the top. It was on the main card.
Was it on the main card?
Yeah, it was. Scroll up. Huh.
No.
Was it not this Francis guy?
Gunner. Scroll
No.
down. We'll find him. It's
Because all the
he's a
winners
big
are on
guy.
the left. Am I right?
There we go.
Yes,
Mennefield.
Mennefield. Yeah. Alonzo Mennefield. Take a look at this American Steel. What a beast.
And it's from Fortis, eh?
Ooh,
Scroll
look
up.
at that record, bro. What?
Two
He never
no's.
lost.
2-0 an amateur, 9-0 is a.
Oh yeah, he fought Paul Craig. Fuck, I remember that now.
Scroll up. I just want to Fortis and Rocky. Keep going past the affiliation thing. There we go. and Saxon Janjira Muay Thai. That's where the Njoku brothers train. Interesting.
that'd be a
And
good
there's
fight.
nothing on Dolce's page about an upcoming bout.
No.
When's the UFC in Russia?
It's Moscow. It's quite
Moscow.
a while away. It's like
Okay.
towards the end of the year. I think November maybe.
Okay, so let's look at these lightweights quickly. Oh, these are the lightweights.
Yeah.
So he's definitely Alvarez isn't there anymore.
But the thing is, you got to think about the logistics of the card and the teams that are competing.
Yo, well, let's try
I
and
think.
find some Dagestanis in that card.
Oh, bro. Jeez, you're going to be here all night looking at Dagestan.
Well, there's only 96 registered fighters in
Oh,
this
that's
division.
easy. Rook, but for sure go down a little bit quicker.
I hate this
Dariush.
new UFC website.
It's weird, eh?
You can't get to what you want instantly.
Someone was saying Mark
Diakese?
Diakese.
Jay would.
He's got a fight lined up, I think.
But he's a European-based fighter. That's a quick bounce
Yeah.
for him. None of those. Felder's already on that card.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard because it's only Don's second fight.
Giago's just fought, so he's not in there. Gaethje's got a fight.
Gregor Gillespie, what a beast.
Yeah, that looks good, eh?
Yes, dude, he's a
He'll wrestle your
monster.
face off. He might have some of the best wrestling for MMA.
Desmond Green, I think, has been kicked out.
Oh, yeah. For giving his wife an ass whooping.
Something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah.
Clay Guida.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see
That
Don Madge, Clay
could be
Guida.
on the cards.
That'd be sick.
Although age is definitely catching up with Clay, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's like, it's going to be anybody's guess who they offer him from here. Be very, very interesting.
Alex Hernandez has just had a fight.
Yeah.
Hooker's just got a big fight. It's
Ooh,
Hooker versus...
Who did he call out?
No, it's been booked.
Ayaquinta.
Yeah, it's been booked already.
Ayaquinta.
Ayaquinta.
Yeah, sick fight.
There we go. Ismagulov. Damir Ismagulov.
I think that's being very presumptuous that just because his surname is Magalov that he's from Dagestan.
Oh, man. Okay, cool. He'll get another Dagestani, though.
You think?
Yeah. Or he'll get a European.
Yeah. I think probably like a more Russian type dude. Maybe Vladimir
Eastern Bloc,
Bobros.
yeah.
That'd be cool. But yeah.
But
let's
that
just hope
doesn't
he
take
gets
short notice fights, though.
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He was in the gym training according to Anatomy of a Fighter. You'd think I work for Anatomy
You'll
of a
see now.
Fighter.
I mean, Don's got the top spot on the
On
prelims,
prelims,
right?
yeah.
Oaks are going to be dead keen to get onto
Yeah.
that spot, bro.
Yeah.
So he'll get Joe Lawson. Fuck. That's a legend.
Yeah, he's been around a minute.
Nick Lance has already given...
Makashevi's on the
Has already
card.
been given the order to finish off BJ. Islam Makachev.
Conor McGregor.
Yancy Medeiros is someone that would take a fight like that.
Yeah.
Out of Max
But
Holloway's
he
camp.
just had quite a heavy fight pretty recently.
Who did he fight?
I want to say... I can't remember. I wanted to say touchy-feely, but I don't think it was.
That was an old fight that they did it, wasn't
Charles
it?
Oliveira.
Cowboy.
He's not Cowboy.
No, that's not Cowboy.
Yeah, who's the Brazilian cowboy?
That's also- yeah,
Tiago
it's also Oliveira, yeah.
Thiago Oliveira. Ross Pearson's retired. BJ's on his way out.
Sure.
Cool. Let's move along.
Yeah, moving on. What else? Oh, did you see they announced Jermaine Durandamy versus Nunes?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's the end of the road for Cyborg. That's
Yeah, but I mean they
yes, but
they
it's
made a whole.
like, it's
they-
legit now.
They had a whole sit down with Dana, and
Fair enough.
he was talking about a whole wide spectrum of things, but it was all about the.
But he
cyborg.
also said like if she calls now, we'll still make the fight.
Yeah, he said he'll do the one thing he doesn't do and give her a 1-fight contract.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to prove a point. Though. But anyway,
I'd rather see that fight than Durandamy.
I don't know. Durandamy.
Durandamy is what it is.
Yeah, look, I don't think she beat Holly. I thought Holly won that fight, but Durandamy, she's a good fighter, bro. It'll be interesting. I don't think she's gonna beat Amanda Nunes, but every fighter has their night.
we go to that the next EFC card, September 28th, in the armpit of Joburg.
Let's all just move. Let's move all the fights to Times Square.
Please, dude. Let's start a petition.
Oh, that would be so good.
Timber Garimbo, Luke Michael, Gideon Drotsky versus Quentin Rousseau for the light heavyweight title. Rudy Roots versus Amos Waite, Kiambala. Yeah, that's a nice little fight, that.
Yeah.
Nice little fight. 2 spots open on the main card. You think we're going to see a welterweight throwdown there?
You mean Dino versus PT?
No.
Because they were busy. They were busy like trying to get some momentum behind that. Graham was trying to get some momentum behind that.
I'm thinking more like Pupanga versus
Sean
Delanga. Maybe. What were the other fights they were talking about at welterweight? There was a few.
Do you think Lau will come back?
No,
so
I
quickly?
think it's too soon.
On a side note, so Lau is coached by Lachlan Giles. Did you watch Kinetic this weekend?
I didn't.
So it's 5 fighters on a team, and it's like all these super teams that got put together. So the BJJ Fanatics team, which is Lachlan, Edwin Namji, Gordon Ryan, Craig Jones, and Nick Rodriguez. They're like, okay, let's put Lachlan in first for this first team. He flies through the entire team, 5 submissions in a row. No one else got onto the mat. They got into the final with only one oak fighting. Then the next one comes on. Nick Rodriguez wins the first one, draws the second one, and Gordon Ryan just finishes it off. They literally, between the 10 matches, only had 3 guys fight. No losses.
Jesus.
Craig Jones, Edward Najmi didn't even get onto the mat. They just sat on the bench the entire time.
It's insane.
A little bit of jiu-jitsu geekery.
That's what Rourke would do, except be taking ankles.
Taking ankles.
But yeah, this card looks quite juicy.
It's looking good so far.
To be honest, except for
are there any fights that are not on here that we've been told about?
not that I can think of. Unless you know something I don't know.
No. Normally sometimes they announce certain things and doesn't get onto the
Don't
card
update,
instantly.
yeah. The real question is, do you think Simon Hall's going to make it?
We should bet exchange.
Bet exchange. We don't need bet exchange, bro. We 100% gonna. I'm gonna bet 3 shots of Patron.
Okay.
I just don't know which way. I'll decide.
What's interesting is that Rourke's coming closer and closer to the double punishment.
Actually supposed to be today, to be honest. But anyway, we'll save it. If Simon Hall actually fights, we'll take away 2 shots for you.
He's betting the same thing. Well,
No, honey, I'm betting the same thing. I think he's getting there.
Okay, we'll minus 2. If he doesn't, you're having 8.
Rourke for sure don't take any videos of his training though, and let people from the EFC take it from you.
I don't let anyone see that video.
What video? I don't know what you're talking about.
That was actually like one of my moments of being blamed for something that I didn't do. I got blamed for releasing the video, which I never even fucking had
Which
possession
video are
of.
you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
The one of Dimitri Fogg knocking out Simon Hall.
Knocking out. Was he? Yeah. Anyway, moving along swiftly. You know what I wanted to say? We have quite a cool speculation bout with what do you think we're going to see in December? The December card, because this is the last 2 cards. You got September 28th and then December 14th, I think, maybe.
Well, everyone's talking Lazar Duplessis.
You think that fight? Listen, every time someone asks Graham, he says they're trying to put it together.
Brendan was at the grappling competition this weekend. It sounded like it was going to be happening.
Yeah. Unless KSW like, here's $100,000.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's fighting in September, eh?
Listen, if I had that KSW contract, I'd be fighting every other weekend, bro. Just bring that money.
Who else do you think we're going to see there?
I think you'll probably end up seeing like a return of Ruan Potts or someone like that.
Soldier Boy?
I think it would be a good card for him to be on. I mean, if you want to stamp your authority in the middleweight division, fight in the night with the belts up for grabs.
I don't think
get
we're
a
gonna
win.
I don't think we're going to see a heavyweight title fight.
I'm not saying a
It's
heavyweight
supposed
title
to-
fight. I'm
yeah,
just
no,
saying
no,
I think
no,
you can
I'm
get
saying-
Ruan back.
They're also supposed to be, yeah.
Mandolino, strawweight.
She's supposed to be, Mandolino is supposed to be fighting
Manon.
Manon. That's
But-
supposed to be December. I don't think that's happening either.
I don't think that's happening. Interestingly enough, Bunmi, who should have got a bantamweight title shot 9 months ago,
Jonks ago.
is dropping down to flyweight. They did a test cut apparently this past weekend.
Yeah, we heard that. That's pretty gangster.
She's a massive flyweight though.
The thing is, they're gonna have to.
I feel like she's bigger than me.
They're gonna have to get
and
internationals
like
out
just
there.
shredded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, she's strong as fuck. I rolled
Once
with her.
again, like that is like people like these guys that are, I'm African, but I grew up in the UK. Or I grew up like that is African genetics. That is like it is superior. Like even Yannick, like if you look at Yannick Bahati, you can see that he's got some sort of African heritage, you know, like
Yeah.
genetically.
What do they call it? The DRCGH. Is that what they call it?
I don't know. That Batang looks
must-
like Kamaru Usman, eh?
Who? Banamak Bertrand.
Yeah.
I think you need glasses, boy.
Oh, yeah.
I think you need glasses.
So who for Gareth at middleweight in December?
I don't know, I don't
That's a
think-
good question.
Mark Cumber.
Yeah, Mark Cumber, Dallas Jacoby,
The Dallas Jacoby fight would be awesome on
Gordon
the main card.
Reutemann.
The Dallas Jacoby fight would be awesome on that card.
Dallas Jacoby versus Soldier Boy.
Yeah. I think
I think it'd be a
fantastic.
pretty good fight.
Let's make that happen. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's for free, Graham. Guy.
What
That's
happened to
for free.
Quade Openshaw?
That's a good question, bro. He's a big fella.
He is.
He's a hell of a unit.
Yeah.
I like how Andrew Smith is now just he's a middleweight. That's his life. Hey,
Oh,
he
man.
almost took one fight at middleweight, and that's his life now, middleweight, dude.
Oh, man. They need to clean up this roster, though. There's so many people on these rosters that aren't active, that aren't in the EFC anymore. It's so difficult to try and see what's happening. Justin Smith seems keen to come back soon.
That was the other fight, Justin Smith. But they want to make Justin Smith versus Lyle Karam. That seems to be the talk.
Oh, that'll be great.
Siabi versus De Lange seems to be the talk. Who else is there? There's a lot of dudes in the mix here. Go down
Pupanga.
to welterweight. Oh yeah, Conrad Siabi, Dino Bagatine, Petey Coxon. Some good fights to be made there for sure.
Maybe like Pupanga versus Bruno Makulu.
I don't know if Bruno's still fighting. I think
Is
he's,
it?
I think he's going to be on DRC Idols or something soon.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm making shit up. Do you know who they were talking about? Was that Ronaldo Exon?
Oh, yeah.
Because that dude says he can make featherweight.
And Igor was in the... This is what I was talking about earlier, like fights we don't know. But Igor was asking for fights this week.
Yeah, because his management cannot get him to the UFC.
So difficult, bro.
I know it's difficult, bro, but
No,
I want to see. I
It's
want
so
to see Igor
difficult
Cabeza.
with a world-class management team.
Yeah. I want to see Igor Cabeza fighting, and if it's here, cool. But like, I want to see him in the fucking UFC or an international promotion.
So just to follow up on what
For
you...
sure, don't want to see him fighting Pierre Boite again, please.
Oh,
For sure, don't want to see that.
Definitely don't want
Like,
to see
all
that
due
fight,
respect
bro.
to Pierre Boite, but honestly, dude, like, I don't want to see that again.
But what I'm trying to say, though, to like reiterate what you're saying, is that with the best management in the world, it's difficult to get into the
Yeah.
UFC, right? Now, to have management, a local management company that only managed a handful of fighters locally, you are never getting to the UFC with that type of management scenario.
Sorry, dude, this dude's typing Bruno Makulu music video. Please don't play this.
Has he got his own music video?
Bro, he walks out to his own song that he sings. Where have
Oh,
you been?
please play this.
Oh, it might be a bit loud. Just unclick the mute and prepare yourself for noise. Bro, did you not know this?
I didn't know about this. Is he a musician?
Yeah. He's an actor, musician, fighter, personal trainer. Does it all, bro.
Oh, your idol's comment makes way more sense now.
And they made this music video with a cell phone. No, 100%. I reckon you can stop it there. Rock.
Yeah,
we
done.
get the idea. Eh?
We're done. We're done. Yo. Is he on iTunes?
I think he should
Is he on iTunes?
himself out next fight.
He does, bro.
does.
No,
He-
but he walks up to his song. I think he needs a mic and live.
Bro, that's what I said the last time he fought. I was like, for sure, give him a mic, bro. Just let him bust him.
Do
Spit
you guys
some
remember
fire
when
here.
AKA sang for Soldier Boy when he came out?
Mm.
That's epic, bro.
That was pretty cool. There was another dude as well who did that.
No, it was yes, but it was Gideon Drosky got had
Jack Parrow.
twice, I think.
That was pretty cool. I want to see that again, bro. I love shit
I remember like
that.
being backstage and I see this guy and everyone's making a fuss about him, but he obviously was in regular clothing. And I was like,
he wasn't wearing that fucking goofy hat.
I was like, who's
so you didn't know who the hell he was.
who's this guy, bro? And then all of a sudden you see him change for the walkout. I was like, oh,
Fair enough.
laugh from the party.
I think we get Mr. Kicks back in there with someone. Get him.
Yeah, that'd
Just,
be good.
dude. Yeah.
He had a
Still-
good little
still-
showing.
Give him a title shot. Fuck it.
Yeah, seriously, just calm down, calm down. No, but I thought
Conrad.
I thought you did really well.
That's a good fight, Rock. That's a very good fight.
Yo,
Hey, Mr. Head Kick versus.
we're gonna start a new hashtag.
It was Conrad. Let's just make it a
Rourke-
catch
Rourke
weight.
for
though.
matchmaker.
Yeah, let's make it a catch weight though, for sure.
Who? Conrad versus.
Yeah. Let's meet halfway. Conrad, you gotta avoid them carbs, brother. You gotta avoid them carbs. So I've been told. Yeah, some good
Okay.
fights.
Should we answer those?
Let's get into those questions, Rocky.
The questions.
Sorry for your eardrums while Warren beats the microphone stands around.
Okay. Do we have an intro for the quick? We should get an intro for the
Yeah.
I want to get Brendan
Should-
McCullough to sing
yeah.
us the intro.
Who's gonna sing us the song?
Make that.
Listen, also before you start that, we're trying to get hold of Elvis and Guala Guala.
Yes, please.
I've tried everywhere.
Elvis,
If
you're
he
on the show.
if you hear this or someone knows him or knows how to get a hold of him, please.
Let's do him versus Nanmo again, and then as a build-up, get them both on the show.
Guala Guala Death Squad.
Graham.
Getting that shit.
Let's
Let's for sure not get 9mm back.
Graham stated that he's not really too interested in 9mm at this stage. For
Him and everybody else.
and then I get into all the shit. And this sucks actually.
So you have to stop me from telling old gym stories.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's for sure not tell stories.
because you know, like,
bunch of wets.
whatever. Okay, questions. Questions.
First one by Warren King. When is the Bishy Bulldozer gracing the EFC Hexagon?
Well, I'm gonna have to cut down to heavyweight for a start.
Anyone in the heavyweight division?
I would say Simon Hall because I'm just gonna get a bye. Am I wrong though?
Okay, Graham.
Either that or
That's for free.
I was willing to fight Simon.
not for free though. I want the big bucks, at least 4-4.
Okay,
Well,
next question.
well, I'll fight Elvis Moyo because it's gonna be over in 3 seconds.
I'd go for I'd go for a grappler if I were you.
I-
Elvis will knock your head off.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
saying
gonna.
that. He's gonna get knocked out in 3
Yeah, then
seconds.
it's
That's
over,
what
bro. I'm
Done.
gonna get paid and call it a day, bro. Bro, 8 grand for 4 seconds work, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
bro?
but like 25 grand's worth of medical bills.
Yo, well, bro, Constantia's got my back, dog. Constantia's got my back.
The whole thing. They got that. Okay.
Exactly, bro. I'll
Look-
be fine.
Look how perfect your nose is now.
Listen, bro, if
That was backstage.
listen,
That
there's
was
oaks on this
Santa
roster.
Maria.
There's oaks on this roster that I could probably. I've got the same amateur record as them, bro.
Oh,
So I
no.
could get my license.
Yeah.
I probably got more wins than some of these dudes.
You got a better win ratio than some of these guys.
Okay, fan questions.
It's actually dangerous asking Warren this question because he might come out of retirement sometime soon.
Hey, well,
you
boy,
can
he's
fight
definitely not coming out in
Never,
bantamweight. I can
never.
tell you that much.
Okay,
Never.
You can fight anyone in the featherweight division. Who do you think?
Anyone in the featherweight division?
Ronaldo Exen.
I don't even know who's in the featherweight division.
Ronaldo Exen. That's
Scroll
your
down.
first
Let's
fight.
look.
Oh, see how he's coming back.
Yeah, the
No,
Bugs
that's not
bitten.
featherweight,
Bugs
that's-
bitten.
No bugs bitten. Fucking hate fighting.
Rocky Lunga. I reckon that'd be cool.
Cool.
Maybe I would refight Ali Colombo.
No. You know who you should fight is keep going Caleb Ridley. I think
I,
that'd be a
I actually
sick
knew
fight.
you were gonna say that.
Yeah. You
Didn't he take submission of the year from you last year?
Yeah.
That's
Against
for free.
August.
That's for free.
Graham, I'm not fighting.
Caleb
Don't listen
Ridley's
to
a
these monkeys.
Beast, dude. I hope we see him back. Bro, that
They should make Sindile fight Caleb. That would be a cool fight.
that would be a cool fight. We've said that before, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, but that'd be a great fight. That'd be a way better fight than Pierre Botha versus Iga Cabeza 5. When we're talking about this, because his brother, who's his twin, has also fought Iga Cabeza twice. It feels like we've been watching that fight forever.
It's so
I
difficult.
can't, bro. It's like watching the same movie 5 times.
I'm sure when like the UFC look at Eagle's record and they see Botha, they're like, this guy's fighting 1-0. How can we?
And then he goes into Tapology, next opponent, Botha. Like, fuck me, man. Is there nobody else? Is there nobody else?
Question time.
Cool.
Will Graham get punishment for what he did at the press conference?
Bro, this is such a strange question for me.
How are you going to punish Graham?
Firstly, what sort of punishment? What should he get? A beating? With a stick? And who's going to administer that?
Well, but like, how do you punish? It's like for that specific person that threatened me the other day to say I'm going to report you to master. Like, what are they going to do to me? They can't do anything to me. What's anyone going to do to Graham? Like, he's not a fighter. He's not an official. You know, like, do nothing. It's whatever.
Yeah, look, but it was
awkward, but
yeah,
fuck.
it was awkward. But I mean, like, it's emotions. It's a fight game, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Graham stood up for himself, and so did Zulu Boy, and that's what was going on. You know what I mean? And for sure, should have happened backstage. But anyway, it is what it is. They squashed it, and it's over.
Yeah.
So
But what they can't do anything. No one can punish him.
you can punish
The only
himself.
person that
if
can
he wants
punish him is Cairo.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think that's going to happen.
to. Moving along swiftly.
So Paul Alexander asks, with so few EFC events, there seem to be many inactive MMA fighters out there. I understand the cost problem and the lack of other promotions, but shouldn't EFC be putting on 25 fight cards?
Oh no! Please don't
Your
do that.
infrastructure costs are the same, and some fights are over pretty quickly anyway. Then more fighters can get experience. They need to become more globally competitive.
It's difficult being there for 12 fights, let alone
Yeah.
being there for 20.
12 fights and you're there for it's like being a security guard. It's like a 12-hour shift.
Yeah,
Like
well,
it's a long-ass
12
day.
fights. You start at 5:30 in the afternoon, so you technically get there at 4:30.
Well, yeah, we left. Yeah, we missed 9 Mills walkout thanks to Rock. But yeah, we left 3:30 and got home at like 1:30 in the morning. Bro.
Yeah,
25 fights. We might as well just sleep.
I remember
cars.
Fight Stars. The one event had like 27 fights, and it started at 4:00 in the afternoon. I just remember like 2:00 in the morning, and the fight's still going, and you're actually so strung out. You don't even know.
It's
like,
too much.
Even the fighters can't wait that long.
It's too much, bro.
It's
You
like
get
too
too
long of a
tired. You get too tired.
I'm
It's
happy
just
when
too
there's
much.
8 fights on a card.
Yeah.
Like that's a nice night out. You know, 12 fights is a little bit difficult. 25 will be
I think
unbearable.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to lean towards that as well. I like that. Maybe 8 to 10.
Yeah,
Hard is
definitely.
nice, bro. Seems to
Definitely.
breeze past, and you know,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's no. I don't agree, Paul. I think less fights is actually better.
But we hear you though. We hear what you're saying. Though.
Yeah. Maybe more fights.
Maybe
nights.
have like an amateur event prior to the pro event or something like that. I don't know. I'm talking shit now, so don't listen to
I
me.
don't know who this question was asked by because he said he doesn't want to ask publicly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Just read the icon.
okay.
Okay.
I know who that is.
Do you think Billy Oosthuizen will be in the EFC, especially after 2 devastating knockouts?
Who knocked him out before?
To me, son.
It was Tomi-san. Look, bro, this is. I don't think we need to mince our words because I think we've kind of hinted at this on how guys are getting these pro licenses. Well, when you know, like they're getting judges just because your husband's a fighter, kind of thing. Like there's a lot of weird things going on there. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, like the thing with Billy Oosthuizen is, I think he's maybe not the worst case scenario. There's definitely worst case scenarios out there. But that being said, I definitely think he should still be an amateur. Not saying that he can't be a pro, but for the embedment of his career, he should have been an amateur for longer. You know what I mean? Because against the amateur level guys, he was doing okay. The second they stepped up the competition, he's getting fucking sparked.
Bring up Billy's record. It's so difficult because he went 3-0 to start his pro career in the EFC.
Yeah, but let's look at the opponents before.
No, I understand what you're saying. It was Peter, Jason, and who was the third one? He like sparked 3 guys in a row.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, Peter. He broke Peter's nose, knocked him out. He TKO'd Jason, and then there was a third win that he got.
You've gone around in a circle.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, Rob. Why don't you just
But,
type in Billy Oosthuizen? How many Billy Oosthuizen fighters are there?
This is the longest route to a fight
Oh my
record I've ever
goodness.
seen in my life.
People are going to forget the question by the time we get
Yeah.
there.
So, look, my honest opinion is while we're doing all of this,
Zwe Ngema. I don't know who that is.
oh, yeah, he got sparked by Faiz in...
But in fairness, he took on the 3 top oaks in the division.
okay, hang on. So, Peter de Klerk he beat. Peter de Klerk was his debut, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sparked him.
Jason van der Merwe, when was the last time he won a fight, very realistically? Not without, I'm not throwing shade, I'm just...
No, I hear what you're
You
saying.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Zwi Ngama, nobody knows. I still don't even know who that is.
But then, I mean, his 3 losses are Tumisang, Faiz, and Asi Ashu.
But that's 3 KO TKOs.
What was his amateur record?
I don't think
3 and
it's the
2.
full thing, to be honest.
I think it is, bro.
I don't know. I once again, I think there's other oaks you need to look at before you look at Billy.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. My personal opinion is that he should probably still be as an amateur. Maybe became a champion, defended his belt once or twice, you know, that kind of thing, and then went pro. Started like a slower build up. Look, the thing is, unfortunately for Billy Oosthuizen, in a time where they were searching for star power, low down, he got 3 big, or like 1 or 2 big knockouts, like 1 punch KO kind of power,
Yeah.
and they were like, cool, let's throw this kid Tumisang Madiba. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, let's throw in Faiz Jacobs at the last minute. Okay, cool, let's give him Chitamba. You know what I mean? It's like it's just the star power. Unfortunately for him, he did get thrown top tier guys. Maybe lower tier guys in the prelims, we wouldn't be asking that question. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think Billy Oosthuizen is ready for top tier competition in the EFC. That's the reality.
But in fairness, though, he was only 3 fights in and then started fighting the top tier guys in the division,
Sure.
right? Which doesn't happen anywhere else in the world besides Africa because our pool is a lot smaller. I think he would, if he was in America, he would have run the local circuits until he was 10 and something, maybe 10 fights in. So I don't think Billy's the person to bring this up about, but I think there are guys that you could talk about. That
Yeah, like Robert Swanepoel. No, I'm not throwing
No,
shade. That's my honest opinion.
No,
because
I hear you. I hear you.
Go to Nine Mill's record, bro.
I hear you. For
For me,
anyone that was on a negative in their amateur career
and
coming
he's training
into the
out of Planet Fitness, bro.
anyone that had a negative win record coming into anyone that was lower than 50% on the win ratio coming into your pro license shouldn't
Dude,
be
look
able
at
to
this. Look at
license.
Look at this, dude. What the fuck, bro? Okay, look, he did fight him Zwandile Klongwa.
Well, that definitely.
And then Elvis. And I mean, what's Elvis's record now? I mean, he lost to a dude who keeps losing. Okay, look, again, Elvis also.
Elvis got thrown some savages.
He's 1-3 now.
But Elvis is like a featherweight. He's been fighting.
Mark Cumber, Rocky Lunga, Roderick Kenner. Good Lord EFC. Good Lord EFC.
They have it in for the side, bro. But like, I mean, you can understand Elvis going pro. He was undefeated as an amateur, right?
For
You can
3
understand.
fights, bro.
No, I know. Just relax. What I'm saying is that makes sense that he could have graded
Sure.
as a pro, right? But I don't understand guys that are like 50-50 or lower than 50-50 or even lower than like a 70% win ratio being able to go and even grade for a license.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's weird. But there's definitely, but I don't know. It's we can't distinguish between how this is all happening. But I get where the question's coming from. For sure, there's some worse guys than Billy on that roster that probably should still be amateurs.
Yeah.
Next question, Rocky.
Okay. What do you think is wrong with engagement in South African MMA?
I like
We
this
have
question.
top-level athletes, but they seem to get poor engagements.
So what is?
Hardly any
Yeah,
television
okay.
media doesn't discuss them as much. As a fan, us as fans aren't pushing these guys without interest in them. That's it.
Yeah, so that question is basically based on social media presence, mainstream media, this kind of stuff. How is it that, like when you look at the model of the UFC and how big the MMA media is, it's an entire enterprise.
Yeah.
And everybody gets limelight and stuff like that. Look, the first part of that answer is there's no MMA media industry in South Africa.
Yeah.
Whether there's not enough content, whether there's not enough guys willing to give up the time. A lot of guys, there's someone, Dino Bagatine's calling in the troops. I think Dino Bagatine just arrived in Edinburgh. It's his escort. There's no, with the media guys, there's, obviously people want to try and make a living. I think we're lucky enough where we don't have to make money. So we're just following our passion. Those are the first kind of issues. The MMA media, and there's a lot of ulterior motives and biases. I know people say we're biased and I'm biased, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. The bottom line is we try and provide a platform where we can and try and give the news as best as we can. The second part of that problem is I think what we spoke about recently is a lot of fighters don't care for social media, they don't care for marketing, they think it's, for whatever reason, they think it's beyond them, or they don't have someone guiding them, or they don't give up the time. And the reality of the question is, if you don't have a presence, you have to look at yourself first before you can blame media and everybody else. So he went on to state that, for example, and this was an interesting point, the EFC is going to, I mean you've seen the statistics, those Nielsen's statistics, that are through millions of viewers. Yeah. But on Instagram, the EFC's only got 20,000 followers. Yeah. So those numbers are not converting into social media presence, and that's a real issue. That's a massive issue.
I think a good case study is Soulja Boy. Yeah. Right. So he did in an even more prehistoric time in MMA media. Sure. Locally, right? But he has a massive following locally and internationally, and I would even make the argument that his following didn't grow too much when he went to the UFC. No. That a lot of his following was established pre-UFC. Yeah. So I think a big portion of it has to go back to the fighters. I don't think they are savvy enough in the social media realm, in the marketing, in promoting, getting themselves in magazines. So I think they need to take responsibility for that. And I think the EFC also needs to maybe step it up a little bit in promoting fighters, like individuals, like getting behind the champions, getting the champions.
Creating more content, bro. Yeah. Creating more content. And that's what I've been trying to do for forever. Like the black belt stories, I was trying to create that side, and now I'm busy working on the thing with Don, and that's something I want to continue, you know what I mean, is to try and show like camp life and what makes these people tick and stuff like that. Obviously it's not always up to the organization, and there are, throughout MMA media in the world, there's people like me that are trying to do things like that, you know what I mean? Like I'm learning, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. That's the reality, and I'm trying to figure it out. The EFC is to the financial point now where, like, the Countdown show, for example, is just a mashup of previous clips. You understand what I'm saying? And I understand it, and they do a fucking
which
job
is sad because
of putting what they have together. But those sort of markers are getting pushed to a back burner now, which we understand. But the fighters can't sit back and say the organization's not promoting me. You have to go out there and get it done. No, you know what I mean? And the biggest thing that I see from a lot of South African fighters is inconsistency. Yeah. So, 3 weeks from fight camp, from the fight happening, I've got tickets for sale. Change their profile picture, and that's the only time you ever hear from them. Yeah. And I'm not saying you have to fucking live on Facebook or you have to live on Instagram. I'm not saying it, but be consistent. Show what's happening in your life. Be honest. Be truthful. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. Not this awkward rubbing chin for 3 minutes trying to figure out what to say. Like, those things don't work. You know what I mean? And it's like an ego thing. I think for a lot of these guys are like, oh, I don't want to embarrass myself on social media. And it's not like that. Nobody's going to be like, oh, fuck, look at this fool. Or people are, but that's the entirety of the internet. You know what I mean? Yeah. My advice to any fighter out there is to put yourself out there, create a brand, create awareness about who you are and what you do. You don't have to talk shit to everybody. Just make your presence felt.
Yeah.
And there's many examples out there. If you don't know what to do, go and look at the top guys and see what they're doing. Dude, look at the UFC, for example, on Twitter. When there's a UFC fight on Twitter, Twitter just explodes. Just UFC, it's all you see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's fighters, it's pro fighters, and that's how they're getting their brand out, and they're doing all sorts of things. You know what I mean? And I think the framework is there for you to follow, so you don't really have an excuse. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I think we're on the same page whether the fighters need to take more responsibility.
Yeah. No, they do. 100%. They do. You have to realize.
I know there's a lot of these social media agencies that for like $1,000 a month, they'll increase your engagement, they'll help you with content and so forth. Like if you're like serious about getting to the upper tier in terms of following and social media presence, you need to start looking at things like that, get sponsors on board to pay for that. I mean, I say that, but I was probably the fucking worst oak ever. I didn't even get sponsors. I didn't even use banners. I didn't put sponsors on pants. I didn't do any. I could care absolutely less. But yeah, listen to Al.
No, that's the thing, man. Guys have got to get themselves out there. That's the reality. You got to figure out ways to do it. Have your own website. You don't have to be active on all social media. You know what I mean? Like people have, like if you want to contact certain fighters, you don't even know where to start. Like take Elvis Nguala for an example, who's a youngster who started so well on social media, putting out like funny fucking memes and stuff, and then he just went dead cold. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I know obviously like guys were giving him shit and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean you must stop it. You know? Yeah. You got to take that bull by the horns. Hundreds. Next one.
Last question. Why do you believe Luke Michael left Apex?
Is there no questions? So
I thought there was more questions.
It's the only one I got. Those are the only 4 photos I got.
Sorry if I missed.
No, there was. I think there was like nine specific.
Anyway, with Luke, I don't know the answer, to be honest.
You can speculate. I mean, that's probably. Look, I never understand fighters changing camps before a title fight. It's him. He's pushing buttons on the.
I thought my cat was running it.
I never understand fighters moving camps right before a title fight. There's like a well-documented history of how that doesn't turn out well for the fighter to change camps. We don't know the details behind it. I mean, there might be something significant that we're unaware of, but I mean, I don't know of much.
No, I really don't. It was pretty much news to me when it was news to everybody.
Look,
what I know is Luke's from Cape Town. Maybe he wants to stay in Cape Town. Maybe Joburg life wasn't for him. Maybe the camp wasn't for him. I don't know.
There was definitely like rumblings of it like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. But then I saw things about Coach Kwan after that, and then gone.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird scenario, but like so, changing camps just before a title fight always risky business, you know. Yeah. Stick to the stuff that got you.
I mean, I think the most recent case is Valentina versus Jessica R.
Yeah.
She left Strong Style and then went to Extreme Couture, and then
got your head kicked off.
Problem is like your first fight in a new camp. There's so many variables that you have to get used to. You have to get used to that training style. You have to get used to new coaches in your corner, new ways of doing things, cutting weight, whatever it is, new fight day rituals. Like there's so many like different elements that you have to navigate. You know.
Look, my feeling with Luke is like, I don't know. I almost get the feeling like he wants to be like the senior in a fight team. I don't know why. Like it's just my personal opinion, my personal feeling, and that maybe Coach Kwan, like he was just like a lower tier guy. You know what I mean? Like if that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if I'm talking fucking shit, but. Like maybe like a smaller sort of team, and I mean not that Camp Fight's a Mickey Mouse team.
Besides Dolce, who else is in that camp?
That's a good question. Justin Smith.
But is he? That's mostly training out of Henzo Gracie.
Yeah. I don't know the dynamics. Cape Town confuses me, but what is this, Rourke?
I'm just
The
proud.
glory days, eh? What's this? EFC 50.
Rourke always lives in the glory days between EFC 30 and EFC 60.
I think Nicole Deseni just signed for 1FC.
No, she just signed
Oh,
the
she's
Dana
on
White
the Dana White
Contender
Contender
Series.
Series. Sorry. Look at these prelims, bro. Who's on this? Indila Mangela versus I can't see.
So
The first one.
Kobo.
Okay. Next fight.
Moodley versus Mungambi.
Next fight.
Then
Wait, pause there. So Dan Shields said that he is willing to fight anywhere at any time. So it looks
Yeah.
like he didn't get the Brave call, obviously. But
Shocked, bro.
he says
shocked.
he's willing to fight at the drop of a hat for the EFC.
Listen, like we've
It's
discussed.
going to be an early prelim fight.
It's fine, I'm just getting back.
What did he be in the cage? Is he going to put on the warm-up mats?
Like we've discussed before, there's always going to be a price to pay. Unfortunately, for sure, get Daniel Moodley back in there. Fuck, we could
But
definitely see.
with
him.
like a bit of a moratorium on international fighters, you're quite a skilled, talented individual that's just sitting in Durban not fighting at the moment. Who's willing to fight.
I think they call that bad choices, eh? Boy.
Thing
Look,
is,
and I
the
feel
thing is,
sorry
he
for
wasn't
those
in
people.
contract, eh?
Yeah.
He let his contract expire, and then he just had this premonition that Brave's going to work out for him.
Yeah, I think Buddha told him. I'm just kidding. But yeah, for sure, let's get Daniel Moodley back in the mix there.
Definitely.
What was the
Carry
next
on.
fight?
Then it was Tusi versus Henning. Henning's also a savage.
Call him.
Yeah, he moved to New Zealand. I don't
Yeah.
think he fights anymore.
Yeah, I think he's done. Neil Duplessis versus?
Sydney Mokokolo.
Sydney is savage.
Sydney
Machine gun.
was crazy back in the day.
Next fight?
Buthelezi versus Marco.
Heavy days.
Yeah.
Mikey's versus Henderson.
So this is interesting.
Yeah.
So I was speaking to Josh
Elvis,
Muller.
Elvis Moyo versus
Ricky Marshall.
Marshall in the prelims, dude.
That's like a title fight these days. I was speaking to Josh Muller this weekend, and he's begging to have a fight with Wade Heaven.
Yeah,
he
bro-
said he would fight for free in the EFC
This
to have
was
that fight.
this was my next part of my bar fight story because I bumped into him there as well.
Who? Josh.
Josh.
Okay.
And he was like, bro, I heard Wade Henderson's looking for a fight. Come on, you got to help him get this fight. And I'm like,
Was this on Saturday?
yeah.
It's like just straight after the.
Yeah.
Oh, did you go out for Jamie's birthday?
No. But we were in the same place.
Oh,
He
okay.
was upstairs, I was
So
downstairs.
it doesn't crack the knot.
Oh, that's what happens when you leave GBI, eh?
That's what happens when you snap ankles, bro. Nobody wants you at their birthday.
So I mean, One Oak's willing to do it for free.
So,
I don't like Wade.
guy, if you're still listening, Wade Henderson versus the Jedi is
For gratis, for nux.
yeah. I think they I don't know if Wade Henderson's gonna fight for free. He's also just had a kid, so maybe
You had a kid?
yeah.
Oh, sure.
I'm pretty sure he
Didn't know
just had a
that.
kid. Yeah. So there's a fight happening.
Hanekong versus Iraq. That was a
That was a good
flipping
fight.
good fight.
Yeah.
When you say good fight, Chad just dominated him.
That was good.
It was a tight first round. If I remember. It's way back. I can't remember. But it was a good fight.
Potts versus Mbui.
Yeah, that was a snooze fest.
Rudman versus Heretic.
Was that the fight that Mbuyu got banned after?
Might be.
Diuretic. Yeah, I think so.
Guys, do not take over-the-counter diuretics or any... You don't know what's in that stuff.
Gordon Rudman was Rafael Heretic. Rudman got KO'd, I think, eh?
Yeah.
Rafael Heretic's a beast, bro. Jeez, Duplessis, Martin van Staden, but what a fight that was.
Yeah.
And that was the last time we saw Martin at welterweight, eh? We went to lightweight after that. Shucks, that was a crazy fight.
It's crazy that you think of Martin at welterweight, and when he said he was going down to lightweight, everyone's like, never.
Yeah.
No.
What?
How does he get down? Now he's at lightweight, you're like, wow, he's actually... How did he even fight at welterweight?
Yeah.
He could make bantamweight.
Slow down, boy.
No.
Slow.
Slow your roll there.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, I think that's it, guys.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Not much to talk about this week.
What is Rourke?
Drug free.
Before we go,
the weekly check.
let's just give Sage the checks.
Oh, sorry guys.
You're gonna have to check.
Everything's
out
falling
years
apart.
afterwards. Ooh, the annual report.
No, don't click on the annual report. Just go to the topic case.
Come on, baby. You know, I don't want anybody to get popped, but I'm so excited when this happens.
I feel sorry for Azzy Thomas though, because his name's always at the top of the list.
Well, you know,
What's happened to Ozzy Thomas?
He's got a 4-year suspension, bro. God damn it.
Why 3 years 9 months? What happened that he got 3 years? Marcel. Everyone else gets 4 years, 3 years 9 months.
Because he probably said, I'm very sorry, but I did take all the Glenbuterol.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, cool,
Shows
we're
how
gonna.
much with your hands.
Yeah. Yeah. How much Glenbuterol did you take? Look, bro, we can laugh as much as we want, but Marcel Teniers is rocking it in the speedo on Camps Bay, slaying, dude. He's slaying. He's bodied up and he is slaying, dog. While we're here throwing shade about Glenbuterol, he's bodied up and slaying on the beach, bro. My boy Maximilian. Let's bring back Max. Let's just forget about the whole doping thing, you know?
Look, he was so horrible to watch fight as well. I don't know how he was undefeated coming into the fight.
Listen, bro, this is what I want to say to the youths out there that are hanging around in bars picking fights with us old bullies. Is steroids is not a 2-in-1 package. Someone should have told the German tank that as well. You don't inject and just
Become
get big
good.
and get it become like you don't become a fighter from
Yeah.
steroids. I think a lot of Joburg needs to hear that.
I'll still salty about this weekend's altercation.
No, but I swear, like sometimes I look, I'm like, I wonder if this guy thinks because he's fucking pulsating Glenbuterol out his jugular, he thinks that it just comes with a fighting system inherent. Doesn't work like that, buddy. But anyway.
Awesome.
And on that bombshell, eh? Cool peeps. We'll catch you later. Look out for the making of Don Madge. Support a brother.
When's it coming out?
Still a little while. First episode should drop.
Hopefully before you fight.
End of this week or beginning of next week, and then the second and third will come very quickly after that.
Awesome.
Be cool.
Cheers, guys.
Peace.
We should take a photo.
We should take a photo. Look out for the photo.